Grand National Championships.
Hello, 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 hello. You're listening to Grand National Championships on the internet. I forgot that that song, quote unquote. Nothing really happens for a real long time, and I was just kind of sitting there waiting for some cue.
Some
like there's going to be something that says like, "Hey, better start talking there, champ." Maybe that would be a good lyric to drop there.
Did you make that song?
Yeah.
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 It's a tight beat.
Thanks so much. To be, aware of not stepping on anyone's toes, copyright wise. All the music you hear on Grand National Championships currently is stuff that I've made.
Smart.
Nice.
Copyright entanglements. It's the last thing you need, right, pals?
Last thing.
My name is Alistair. With me are Jotham, Corin,
Hey.
and Jared.
Hello.
If you have anything you'd like to impart to us here on the program, you can send an email to us@thegncshow.com. Follow us on social media at the GNC Show for the most part. And you can visit thegncshow.com. Lots of show-related information to be found there. And you can call us and leave a voicemail. The number is 727-379-4335. That spells paper wheel on your alphanumeric keypad. I would encourage you to try it out. We collectively, let's all share the blame.
Okay.
We didn't put up last Saturday's podcast, until Wednesday,
Oof.
which is coincidentally today in real time. But who knows what day this will be on the internet
In the future.
and when you might be listening to this, listener. But yeah, so there hasn't been time for any new viewer mail or other correspondence from listeners because the episode's only been published audio wise for a number of hours. It's not even on YouTube yet. So I guess that's the price I pay for lagging so much. It's going to make us 2 episodes behind when it comes to viewer mail.
Well, I'd say we pay, if we're doing this collectively.
The price, no, we're all at fault for it, but I'm paying the
pain.
consequences. It's tough for me.
Yeah,
It can be
totally.
tough for me and Corin and Jared.
Yeah, it's tough for all of us because we're not reaching out and touching our listeners and getting touched back.
Yeah. That's
We're
the
always looking
important
forward
part.
to
the only reason
hearing
I'm
what Twat76 says.
It's T-Watt. Don't say it like it's an apostrophe. Yeah.
Twat.
Oh, it's like you're making it sound like a Star Wars
It's French,
name.
right?
Is that is that a
Yeah. It was
is that a
Italian Star Wars.
Twi'lek name? Wait, how's that pronounced, Jared? Is it Twi'lek or Twi'lek? The Star Wars race.
I personally say Twi'lek, but I have heard people say Twi'lek, and I say that they're wrong.
But now people think you're talking about Twilight.
They do.
So you're like,
yeah.
Twi'lek, and they imagine Robert Pattinson with the 2 big head tentacles. Is head tentacles an offensive term to a Twi'lek?
I don't think so. I think there's a specific name for them, though.
Of course there's a specific name
have
for
to
them.
look it up.
That's the one thing in
Right.
Star Wars they forgot to give a special name to. It's like, strangely enough, there's no name for the head tentacles.
He even named the type of music they play in the cantina.
Which is?
Jizz.
I'm sorry.
That's right.
That's canon.
Because it's
How
interstellar
is it
jazz.
spelled?
Just how it sounds.
Oh, boy.
Exactly how you think.
Jazz with an I.
Yeah. Jizz
I
music.
don't know why I've never heard of this.
Okay. I don't know why I've never heard
I think I've heard it before.
it. Why doesn't it come up in any of my groups?
Yeah. Spotify's slacking.
Yeah, just put that ask in the internet. You'll love it.
Yeah, see if
Jizz
there are
music?
any
Question?
jizz playlists on Spotify. Lord of mercy.
Oh, boy.
I'm just gonna let this, I guess, happen.
Is on Twi'lek.
Head
Tentacles.
.com. It turns out it's a whole site from. Oh, this is sick.
Appendages. I guess there isn't.
Oh, there's
Leku.
a subcategory. What'd you say?
Leku.
Spell
Lekku is the name of the Twi'lek's tentacles.
Leku. Is that a plural?
Singular lek.
Oh.
Leku is the plural.
Canolo. So, I guess I'll go first this week. As far as checking in, I realize I never go first, so I'll go first. Not for any particular reason. Nothing exciting has happened in my life. Went to the doctor, got the last of my my head stitches out.
Oh, okay.
So
Let's see it.
What?
Let's see it.
Hey, let's see it. It's a scar.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
For those listening.
Cool.
It's fine.
So anyone listening, I just went boop and tilted my head down slightly.
And it was gruesome.
And it was horrid. So I did that. I wanted to let you guys know that episode I was talking about. You know, the episode wherein I had stitches removed from my head. No, the episode of the show that was uploaded late. I did some calculating, as I will do on occasion, just to see like how many episodes of Grand National Championships have ever been broadcast or published, going back to the beginning of the radio show.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh, yeah, really, Corin.
You mean like all the way back
before
before it really mattered?
Well, remember it mattered a little bit a few years ago, and then it began mattering again in July,
That's
right,
right.
Corin?
Correct. Yeah.
Those would correspond to the times during which Corin was a co-host of the program. Anyway, so in 2004, in December, we started. So there were on radio 808 episodes of the show.
Ooh.
It was,
Wow.
15 and a half-ish years and, a weekly show. So there were some that, the whoever was co-hosting at the time that we may have had people filling in on occasion and stuff. Probably over the whole course of the time at the radio station, there weren't more than like 15 or so times that other people hosted the show. It was a pretty rare occasion. So there are 808. There have been 36 episodes of the podcast. So this episode was 844, which means that exactly 3 years from now will be episode 1000. So
Let's start planning the party now.
Yeah, are you guys excited about that? What should we do to celebrate episode 1000 coming up in
1,000 cannolis.
2024, January 2024?
I jump off the roof into a pool of cannolis.
Yeah, just cannoli.
Easy.
Again.
Oh, cannoli.
No S.
Like the whole things or just like the filling?
The whole
whole thing.
Yeah.
And then you
I'm not
guys,
hurt.
and I'll help you. We have to eat all of them.
After you've
After you
fallen in
jump
on
in?
your
After
motorcycle?
bled
Are you
all
on a
over them?
motorcycle, by the way?
Well, I'll do it. You want me to do it on a motorcycle?
Yeah, Evil Knievel style, but not
Evil
like a
Knievel that
sport
bitch.
bike. I want it to be a cruiser.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Harley.
Something
Yeah.
A
heavy.
hog. Yeah.
But yeah,
Jump
I
the
feel
hog
like
into the
like a whole cannolo, filling and pastry together is good. Like it's just the right amount. It's like falling into a bunch of cardboard boxes.
It's going to be sweet.
It collapses enough and provides just enough structure to kind of like cushion if you've got it, 10 feet deep or so.
If I had to guess which felt better, either putting my hand into a bucket of rice or we talked about that last
Yeah,
week.
is this
We
another
did,
thing
yeah,
that we're gonna have people like call in and like request? Does
Which would
Jotham
you rather
put,
do?
No, what do you want to have
Oh,
Jotham
me
do? He's gonna stick his hand in a bucket of rice, or he's gonna jump a motorcycle into a pool full of cannoli.
And how big is 1,000 cannolis anyway?
It should be way more
Well,
than
if it's a
1,000.
pool.
We're gonna need tens of thousands of cannolo.
We'll
Especially
have to
if
start
it's
looking
10
for the
feet
baker
deep.
now.
Yeah, if maybe we can get sponsored. Get like,
Well, at my place
like-
of employment, the pool only goes 3 feet deep. So maybe I could drain that, use it for the day,
I feel like that's not like it should be at least as deep as your motorcycle.
Oh, that would make sense. Well, no, the motorcycle's gonna go over it. It's not going in the pool.
You just
I'm
drop.
going in the pool. I'm jumping off. I drop
You're
in.
abandoning the motorcycle mid jump.
Yes, I don't want the oil. I don't want it to touch the cannoli.
So
I want these pristine for when you guys get to eat them.
when we get to.
I feel like
We get to like we're off on the side, just like wait, like, oh man, you know what happens next? Then we get to eat them.
All these dirty cannoli.
yeah, but at least
I'm
it's
gonna be clean. I'm taking a shower. I'm getting out of the shower and I'm jumping right in.
Wet.
yeah, wet and
I
nude.
I dry off. You know. Well, you guys can set the terms.
Wet and nude. Those are the terms.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Done.
Yeah, no one's gonna want them with any contaminants in them like that. Okay, to bring it to you. And I feel like,
or how about this? You don't have to eat any of them that I touch. You can eat around me.
Should be plenty, right?
There should be plenty to go around.
yeah, on second thought, this does seem like a good idea.
Yeah, you sold me.
No, wait, you know what?
Eat
I want you to do the
crater.
thing where you put your fist in a bucket of rice instead. Yeah, let's do that one.
Or dry.
Oh, boring.
Remember, it's going to be
I think we
cooked
talked
to
about super
a
hot.
burning hot 100 degrees. Just over body temp. You got to keep it body temperature. Yeah, so that's been about it for me.
No, I disagree. I would like to hear what kept you from publishing the show on time.
Yes.
I got a Jared's cast off video game system.
Yeah, a
Nice.
PS4,
That's
correct?
A PS4. That's the second
Pro
gaming. Sorry, PS4 Pro. That's the second gaming console.
That's important.
All right.
Sorry.
That's the second gaming console that I've gotten from Jared. That I've purchased secondhand. He treats them real nice, keeps them in good condition, doesn't get mad and slam the controllers into the wall.
No, only into his bowl of canolo. A bowl of canolo. Did you like partake in a bunch of video gaming this weekend?
I played a lot of video games. I've been playing a lot of Gran Turismo. I like that racing game. I played I've been racing a lot of pretend cars.
Mm-hmm.
Watching drawings race each other.
Now we got to get Alistair into golf club.
That's
I
right.
love that golf game. I've been, I've played that game since it had its old name, which I can't recall right now.
Hot Shots.
Hot Shots. Now it's Everybody's Golf.
Yeah,
Correct.
That game's a lot of fun. Jared and I have played many
over the
times.
years.
Yeah,
many incarnations of Hot Shots. He's no slouch.
I
So
did not accuse him of
Bringing the
such.
heat into
I don't know why every
golf
time I
club.
bring up golf, Corin has to talk shit.
I guess we'll settle it up. Settle it on the
Fill
way.
it outside.
Alistair, were you invited to the video game group chat?
That was
Now
my
that you have
next.
a PS4?
That was
Absolutely
my next.
not.
That's why
Just-
I brought this up, so I
Just
could
being
now
someone-
invite you.
Just
Well,
being someone who loves video games and plays them
Corin-
doesn't mean I'm going to get invited into the video game.
Right, exactly. Because
text
if that's the only criteria, I mean, a lot of us could be part of this group.
Yeah, but it's more than that. It's a social club for some people.
How about this? How about we make
Yeah.
a separate group?
I don't
Just
want to
for
be
you
part
guys.
of it. No, it's too late. The
Not
ship has
only does
sailed.
that not fly, I will not even make a joke about it. Sicken
No.
me.
Keep
You
that
know,
shit
like
on mute.
it's like a tier thing. You know, like we're up
Like
here
a-
talking,
like
and
a
then you're
cast.
new. So yeah, you know, we got to come down here and fill you in on just what you need to know about.
And then back up
You
to
guys ever
the
played
executive level.
You ever played BioShock?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I bought it this last week.
I've
I'm
watched
playing it.
Jared play a lot of it.
that's
I mean,
also
I-
a
that
good.
makes it sound like every once in a while I'll still stop by and say, hey, you want to throw BioShock on? But that all happened. That was a long time ago.
I'm a fan. Why you like what you got?
You
First
get
one?
Infinite too.
Well, on
BioShock Infinite?
Switch, they gave it's like all three, so I've been playing
Okay.
Infinite. I got that this weekend.
Infinite bonkers.
Is that the one
It's
with all
like-
the airships?
Yeah, all the airships and
Yeah.
the crazy depictions of racism.
It's like, yeah, it's like I'm in like a floating futuristic society in 1912, and it's like just nationalist. Everyone's white,
America.
Crazy.
It's like
I'm imagining
crazy...
it's going to change at some point, but it hasn't changed yet.
Yeah.
Are you talking about current day? Was that a political commentary? Yeah.
It hasn't changed yet, but one day.
Yeah. The floating city of Colombia.
Colombia.
Yes. Sportswear again.
Again, it's like the blankets when they saved me from the river. Okay, Corin? You always want to talk about when they saved me from the river. This episode and the episode that just got published have a real kind of Rubber Soul Revolver thing going on. It's like you can really tell they were close in their execution. I think that maybe is the most Jotham's ever laughed at something I've said.
It wasn't a work laugh.
Oh, man.
Man.
Jotham, why don't you ride that wave and tell us what you've been up to?
All right. So I went to the dentist this week, which is not eventful in and of itself, but I asked her about LaCroix and if it was bad for your teeth.
Oh, scrubbing bubbles. I'm telling you. It's like,
she said,
you hear it kicking in?
She said that she didn't know the pH of LaCroix offhand, but the carbonic acid isn't great for your teeth.
What kind of
I looked up the pH.
What kind of dentist is she if she doesn't know the pH like right off the top of her head?
I know. I was not impressed.
Knows carbonic acid.
Well, anyways, so it's 5.5, which is more acidic than milk, but less acidic than coffee. But you have to take everything she says with a grain of salt, because unless you're only surviving on water, everything's bad for your teeth. You know, like anything that you're doing. So she's like, well, you should drink water after you drink LaCroix to rinse your teeth of the carbonic acid.
Like a spacer, so you don't get too...
So I've been doing it all week long because I just went, this last week. I'm very diligent.
Jotham,
6 days in.
I have to ask you, did you use that as an excuse to be like, well, that means I can have 8 or 9. I just have to rinse in between.
No, I've been sticking to my
4 and then 5 on the weekend.
I will tell you, I'm on 5, but this is how I justified it, because this is not a weekend. I stopped by to have some corned beef over at Maddie's mom's house, because today's St. Patrick's Day and people do that. And so I had water over at her house. So I didn't count that one because it wasn't at my house.
Wait a minute.
You mean you have a seltzer over there?
Yes.
That's some real problematic thinking.
Yeah.
Thank you, Cor. Thank you.
Jotham's making deals.
Yeah.
Thank you for noticing.
So how much carbonic acid exactly would it take to have any kind of measurable impact on your teeth? Like, how many are we talking?
I don't know.
Is it like 50,000? Is it something you could never do in your lifetime?
Well, I mean, I think it tends, like, if you clean right after too, like if you eat cake and you leave it on your teeth for a week, it's bad for your teeth. But if you eat cake and brush right after,
you put cake on your teeth. Yeah. Jotham, your mind is amazing. Like, the examples you grab are fucking fantastical. Some surreal world. Well, when you rub the cake on your teeth
for a week.
That's an amazing image to just think about, just like sitting there, just leaving the cake
for 1 week.
Ugh.
That's like the Big Mac challenge. Can you leave the cake?
How is that?
Can you leave the cake on your teeth and not just like lick it off?
What's the Big Mac challenge?
It was.
But with a Big Mac.
Yeah, you rub it on your teeth. Was it the Big Mac or was it something like that where in the television commercials for the fast food chain McDonald's, or maybe it was Burger King, it was a Whopper challenge. It was like they put a burger in front of someone, they started a stopwatch. Like, I bet you're going to eat it eventually. How long?
Oh, okay.
That was like the marshmallow test.
Yeah, exactly. It's like an abusive type of power play. Big Mac challenge. So 5.5, huh? That is higher than milk,
5.5.
lower than coffee, carbonic acid.
Mm-hmm. So rinse after you.
So now you're
LaCroix.
taking precautions.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I need to get an A from the dentist when I go. I need to get that A.
Yeah.
So, and I got it, and I need to continue to get it. So I'm gonna do what she says.
Okay.
So you have floss every day.
I was very honest with her. She's like, what kind of toothpaste you've been using, because she tells me to use a certain kind, and I was like, yeah, but like probably 7 times since I've seen you I used this kind, and she's like, ooh, that's not good, and I was like, yeah, but I told you it's like 7 times.
I told you
wasn't good.
Don't you respect my honesty at least?
I don't feel like it. I mean, yeah, I've gone to this here's some more history. I've gone to this dentist for so long that in my early 20s, I went to her and I was in a darker period of my life, and she's like, have you been smoking drugs? And I was like, damn, she is good.
Smoking drugs.
So like, she's like seen me for 20 years, or maybe not that long, but 15 to 20 years. She's seen me just like up and down, and now I'm going
all through the prism of your teeth.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Jotham Fady, a profile in bicuspidry.
Jotham Fady, teeth prism.
I did like that prog band that he started. Jotham Fady's Teeth Prism.
Teeth
Prism.
Teeth prism.
I have a similar story with my youth, like pediatric dentist. I went to this guy my entire life, like growing up. He was the dentist for my older siblings as well. And when I got into my teen years, he had known me and my family so long that once I started straying from the straight and narrow, he got
smoking drugs.
Right. Yeah. And missing appointments and not brushing my teeth and not taking care of myself.
Straying from the dental straight and narrow. That's what he noticed.
Yeah, leaving cake on for a week. Just rubbing it in.
Rebellious. This'll teach him.
He got so mad at me. He filled one of my fillings without Novocaine.
As a punishment? What?
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of Little Shop of Horrors bullshit?
Dude, that's some Marathon Man shit.
Yeah. Is it safe? Was it safe?
What do you mean safe?
That was from
like
Marathon
fuck.
Man. That's what Sir Laurence Olivier? Is that who it is?
Would that be me in this story?
It's
I've only seen clips of it. I've never seen the movie. But that's
who's in that movie? I can't
Dustin
even think.
Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman.
And
I can't remember who the older guy, the Nazi is.
Is it Sir Laurence Olivier? The famous acting man? Anyway, someone will know.
Ben Kingsley.
Do me a favor, T-Watt. Send us a message. Let us know who that was.
Tawate.
Alistair is correct. Laurence Olivier.
Yeah, and he said he's drilling his teeth, without anesthetic, and he keeps saying, "Is it safe? Is it safe?" But I don't know anything else about the movie, that scene. So,
Great.
It's rough. Well, speaking of like the torture and that, I'm watching this show this week, Gangs of London, and we all like The Raid here. The movie The Raid.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So like the same guy who did that, he's doing this show, Gangs of London. It is so violent. Most violent television show I've ever seen. And this episode last night, like this girl's getting tortured for like the entire episode. You're seeing fingernails ripped off, teeth like pulled, like
tooth prism.
Hardcore.
Come on,
hardcore stuff.
Tooth prison.
Yeah, it's rough. It's really good, but
hold on a
It's
second.
really good torture.
Corin. What the fuck?
Seriously.
So this.
Did you report him to the feds?
Yeah. Do you tell your parents?
Yeah.
Oh, you. So what
And they were
happened?
like, yeah, good. Fuck
That's
that
what
kid.
you get for smoking drugs.
Exactly.
I mean,
it was
missing dental appointments.
It was a small.
Don't make excuses
filling.
for him.
I don't know. I had
and then he
something
fired
filling.
me. And then he was like, you can't come back here anymore. I'm
After
done seeing
that?
you. Yeah, like a
Specifically.
few times.
So he tortured you and then said never return?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I had a filling done this week without Novocaine.
What's wrong with you
I was
people?
really worried. I was really worried about it, and she's like, "I don't think you need it." And
No
it
big
turns
deal?
out I didn't need it. Yeah, it was just like very small.
I would
not a
have
big deal.
insisted.
I don't know. I didn't like. I trust her. I've been going to her that long. I mean,
Novocaine doesn't cost anything extra,
you don't
right?
know my dentist.
Yeah, line items.
Excuse me.
They're very close.
She's very important to him.
Gotcha.
Actually, I didn't think of that. I don't have dental insurance. I go to her, so I don't want to pay for anything extra. I don't have to.
Oh, usually the gas costs extra.
Oh yeah, I always ask for the gas. She never gives it to me.
Yeah, but you wanted to take home.
Yeah, can I get a doggy bag?
Bring some balloons.
Well, anything else exciting happened to you, Jotham?
No, Maddie's doing some gardening here, and we're like cleaning up the outside area and some inside stuff, some shelves and things. Thinking about getting that Tony Soprano art.
Oh yeah, it's like a quad. It's not a triptych; it's a quad tick.
Yeah, you can choose 3,
Tony
but I like the 4
in the pool, like turning around and saying, "Hey, the ducks."
They have
Hey,
like
I'm Tony
tons of
Soprano, ducks.
of scenes, but yeah, I like that one.
What other scenes were there?
Oh, I mean, tons. There's probably 20 or 30 to choose from.
All Sopranos related, or these?
All Sopranos related.
Okay,
Yeah.
just in the Soprano category.
Yes, all Sopranos category. So, I don't know. That's pretty much it. Going on a hike this weekend, but what's new?
Hey, he's a hiking fool. That's always in the air.
But he's not hiking in the air.
Oh,
Low. Sea
sick
level.
burn.
Oh man, more elevation
height.
Joke.
Yeah,
Altitude joke.
altitude burns.
Altitude attitude.
Jotham's suffering from altitude burns. So Corin, tell us, what have you been up to this week or last week? Because when last you left us, you gave us I
got lots of updates.
A pretty involved story about cryogenesis, some seed collection, and you teased a story about Porn Fest. You said Porn Fest.
Yeah, and I will get to that. Let's update everyone on Muay Thai first.
Oh, Muay Thai.
Okay. So last week I got called fat, right? First week in there.
No,
no,
hold on. The instructor said it was good to have someone heavier around. And I think that could also just have to do with your general build. You're kind of like a big muscly guy.
Well, thankfully, I think that was what he meant. Now he has invited me to Secret Fight Club, which I think is a good
show up
thing.
and like everybody's fat. Come on out to Secret Fight Club. You'll love it. And they just make you work twice as hard. Like,
you belong
burn
here.
it off. Take your shirt off. Heavy.
They just call you heavy.
Yeah.
All right. So sorry. So what happened?
Secret Fight Club.
Yeah, he invited me to Secret Fight Club, which is like, the top tier students get together and they get to hit each other.
Because first rule is you tell everyone on your podcast.
Yeah. And he demoed with me in class. So
sweet.
I feel like I've really.
So is your dream
hero
of showing up with a reputation coming to fruition?
It's happening. It's all happening, guys. And demoing means you stand there and he hits you.
Do not buy. Oh, by the way, one time on this podcast, I made the do not buy joke, but I said do not sell. And that didn't make as much sense. That was like on Arrested Development when they finally rated the rating on that jerk off show.
Jim Cramer.
Cramer, yeah. He said, "Do not buy," and that was a big celebratory moment for them.
Don't buy.
So I just want to apologize if anybody saw this episode like 6 months ago when I said do not sell. I knew what was going on. Okay. Sorry. So you were beaten up by your instructor playfully.
Yep, that was good. And then, Porn Fest. So
wait, but is there a seed collection update, or is that you want to save that?
Yeah, there is. Do you guys want?
Did they rate it?
Do you really want to
rate it?
They do.
See,
Tell us your scores.
Yeah, sure.
It's not like. Hold on, I'm going to say a word.
I hope you got an A.
I'm going to
say it.
What letter do you think this word begins with?
C.
No. What? No.
V.
What'd you say?
V?
Yes.
Virile.
Oh no, I was saying viscosity.
Yeah. That's in there.
So that was because my C word was consistency.
Viscosity.
Thermal breakdown.
Standard range 1 to 2. My score was 2. So
I don't necessarily.
So is two more viscous? Or
I don't
zero
know.
You're gonna give us your exact. You're gonna read your results to us.
Corin, don't do that because then we can recreate it to make our own corins.
Yeah, the formula. Don't give away the secret formula.
Yeah, 11 herbs
Shit, like
and spices.
Coke. Like the Coke company.
Here are the things that they
KFC's.
give you the standard range and then your score, which I feel like is basically a grade,
Stats,
right? Yeah, you get these are the things that they rate.
This is like what Jotham would want from his dentist.
Yeah. Thank you.
Percentiles.
Complex, like
High percentiles.
There's a rating system.
All right, sorry, go ahead, Corin.
Volume, count, motility, total motile, viscosity, forward progression, and that's it. The last one is round cells, but that doesn't have a.
Yours were all square.
Yeah.
They stack up like Tetris.
Yeah. So I just want to say, boys, I am dangerously fertile.
All right.
Just off the charts.
Happy for you.
Fortunately, I have that filter in place on Zoom, so I don't think it'll affect us.
Yeah. I think you guys are safe. So there's the update. I passed with flying colors. But colors were not part, that was not listed in there. They didn't say.
Flying was.
Anyway, Porn Fest.
Yeah.
So on Valentine's Day, my girlfriend bought us tickets to a porn festival, which is something that they do here. It started here, I think. It's called Hump, but now it's international, and it's independent. I think that's the right word. Independently created.
Could I say
pornography?
Oh, in indie.
Yeah.
Homebrew. Could I just interject right quick? My partner in all things, Mandy Miner, and I have been watching the show The Last Kingdom for the last few weeks. And it takes place in the 8th century. It's around then, somewhere around there. And 9th century, somewhere around there. And they use the word hump. That's their sex word is hump. Sometimes they'll use some other terms like plow, but they say hump a lot. But like that's their regular thing. Like even in in sincere moments, like I would hump you, my love, and it takes a little while to get used to hearing that in like a completely just like earnest way. It's like, would you hump her? Like, and they all have these like weird kind of like grunty pseudo Danish accents.
Yeah,
That's
Vern,
right.
I'd hump her.
Pseudo Dane. What'd you say?
I said, yeah, Vern, I'd hump her.
Like
it was
Ernest.
It was Ernest,
the guy that Ernest talks to. Oh, I forgot to say that all of The Last Kingdom is delivered to camera.
To Vern.
Yeah, it's like that Peep Show, except it's just Vern. Sorry, Corin. Humping.
Yeah. So it's not like, I mean, it's very porny, but like the festival started to highlight less conventional types of pornography, sexuality.
Is that the name of one of the actors?
Yeah, less conventional.
Because that's kind of cool. Like that
is. Yeah, that's a good name.
Yeah, it plays against type.
Next year, that's how I'm going to enter my submission, my seed collection submission.
I will enter my submission.
God damn it. So yeah, there's a lot of like unconventional or non-mainstream things that are featured, and it's supposed to broaden people's horizons and
stretch them.
You widen them right out. And it did. And so there was one film. There were two films.
Oh, is it a flick?
Yeah, the two flicks that really stretched my
boundaries.
Boundaries, yeah, really pushed the boundary for me. Well, there were two separate movies that were puppy play, which I was like, you're gonna have two of these.
What?
In a whole festival?
In a whole festival?
Yeah.
I feel like the way you emphasize that, it should have been, oh, come on, everybody. I'm going to shut the podcast down if everyone doesn't just shut up.
Just trying to get through this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. One thing that pushed the boundaries for me was a movie created by Athletic Piss Pig. And that was the gentleman's name. And it was all about pee. And it was fine, and people are fine for doing whatever they want to do. But my girlfriend and I had ordered sushi to eat during this festival, and it became untenable at that point.
Yeah.
It was a bold move on our...
And you were just carrying it around with you?
Oh, no. I'm sorry. This was like, you're at home. You can't gather for festivals.
Oh yeah.
So you're walking around somewhere.
I was picturing Florida. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. We're still on lockdown. It's like a digital thing. You just log in and it's over Zoom.
It's over Zoom. Yeah. You want to hose your Zoom off after a show like that.
That's true. And then the second one was...
Oh, by the way, that would be another good name. Hose your Zoom off. Yeah, that could be in like a Russian spy type thing.
Yeah, he's a Russian, but he grew up in the Midwest.
Yeah. No, he's not Hoosier. He's Hosier. You take him to church.
I thought it was Hoosier. I thought that was good. Yeah, then the second one that really got me was...
Wait, hold on. So you had sushi and you just had to... What, you put the sushi off? Just hold on. I don't know why. Okay.
It was not... We didn't think it through.
Yeah, okay. So the second thing...
was a divining rod movie.
Oh,
okay. Are you guys familiar with this?
No.
Things go in the pee hole.
Is that...
All right, I've heard enough.
Yeah, we've all heard enough.
Joseph just got serious.
That was the one I couldn't do. I've had a catheter before, and I just can't.
I'm terrified of catheters. I've never had one, but
yeah, it's quite the experience. You should try
that's another thing that would work well. Same as like holding Lil Nitro, which is the world's hottest gummy bear, holding that and using it as a weapon. Like if you had to fight Jotham, apparently he's terrified of catheters. So you just hold one up. That's a good way to get tactical.
I'd rather eat Lil Nitro than get cathed.
Could we use you for a pull quote on the packaging, Joe? Mr. Fady?
Yeah, my seal of approval.
Yeah, just you with the thumbs up.
You know what they didn't have?
Jotham Fady better than a catheter seal of approval.
It's more of a guess.
Sorry, what were you saying, Corin?
I was saying they didn't have any pandemic porn. None of it was like
Masky.
People with masks or anything like that. I feel like they really
missed opportunity.
No themes, no pandemic themes.
No.
Like, we're locked in here forever. What are we gonna do?
Exactly. Yeah, none of that. No like Zoom porn, which I guess the whole festival was Zoom porn. But anyway, that was that. I did also watch a bunch of Little Nitro challenges on YouTube.
Yeah. Tell me about them.
So again,
did you see the one with the three friends? There's like two females and a male.
I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one.
They eat all sorts of stuff. They're eating the world's hottest nuts.
What kind of nuts are they?
They eat like one peanut at a time. They're like different types of spice on the peanut.
Different grades of peanut heat.
Yeah, and you eat them in order as the challenge. But
can't jump the line. What is it like? Is it cumulative? Does it add up? Like only in a certain order? Like that's how the heat really hits you?
Well, I don't think you'd want to go from top to bottom. It all tastes the same, like just like nuts after the top one.
Oh, this tastes nuts. I've heard people say in that point.
Anyway,
so what happens to them when they eat the Little Nitro? They get all snotty and gross.
Yeah, it's very bad. It looks super painful.
Come on, man, Jotham, you gotta do it on the show, man.
Has Maddie watched these?
No, I don't think so. No, she watched some with me actually. Yeah.
And did she say, like, I am never eating that thing?
No, she didn't, but she was not excited to eat it after seeing the videos. Did not help the sell.
Of course
Gotcha.
Some people go straight off screen and to the bathroom. Straightly off the screen.
That must just be horrible to your insides.
Yeah,
nitro. It's horrible. This idea.
I still posit that eating 2 pounds of mayonnaise would be worse for your insides.
How big is old Nitro? How little is he exactly?
It's literally a gummy bear.
It's just
the regular
gummy bear.
size, standard size gummy bear.
Yeah.
This is all stuff we talked about last week. People, check episode 844 from March 13th, 2021. What'd you say?
All right. So I can't remember that.
I just watched it this morning, so I guess it's different.
I guess
for
when
me.
I'm whenever you say little Nitro, I'm picturing a gummy bear like this big that you're sharing with some.
That's what I asked last week. I said, "Is it like the size of your fist?" Because that's what I thought when I saw pictures. But he was like, "No, it's just a gummy bear with a little stick of dynamite strapped to its tummy."
What are you waiting for, man? Come on.
Hey, you watch these videos. Apparently, it's hellish.
But I will say, it's got its own hashtag and stuff. Like, if you want to pump up the numbers here, Joe.
Now I'm interested. Tell me more about this thing that I can eat that hurts.
Get it trending.
Yeah, let's jump on that Nitro cloud.
Hitching ourselves to Prince Midnight's star just didn't pan out.
No.
So we'll hop on the little Nitro train.
How much is a little Nitro?
And then we can
$9.99 or something like that.
Keep upping the stunts.
Fucking now
Jared's gonna get one.
Jared's gonna get one. We're gonna all do them simultaneously.
$10.12.
That's a steal.
Oh, they've gone up in price.
That's what I said.
Jotham, you should pick up a bunch of them. It sounds like they're going up.
10-pack for $441. How does that work? Oh, I guess that's like half price.
$14 each. What?
$4 each.
$4 each. No,
that's not right. No, that's just wrong. $44 each, actually.
$44 each.
What is happening right now?
That's nowhere.
If I said count, it's $10.12. 2-pack is $88.
Oh, 2-pack. Remember we talked about the hologram.
Yeah.
A single one is $10, but if you try to go up in multiples, they're $44 each for some reason.
We weren't talking about hologram people on the show, were we? Was that before the show?
No. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So never mind. We didn't talk about Tupac or Freddie Mercury.
Or
who was the third hologram?
We talked about Maury Povich and
Maury Povich's hologram.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Someone's father.
Oh yeah, because Maury Povich was saying who the father was, and then there was fun dancing.
Correct.
All right, so what else happened after Pornfest? Anything more exciting happen, or did that top off your week?
That was my top off.
That was my zoom off, my Hosier zoom off. All right, well, Jared, what have you been up to? What type of fests have you attended?
I attended someone's birthday fest and assisted in a surprise gift and a surprise gift reveal at our friend Helen's birthday party this past Saturday.
So what was this?
And some other people chipped in and got her a nice grill.
Oh, nice.
For
grilling season.
Grilling season. And I had to we were coordinating, me and a friend were coordinating with the driver because he was basically pulling up the time the party was supposed to start and we wanted to leave it a surprise. So I was staying outside and looking for the truck and he was inside trying to keep her busy. And there were several times she came out and asked me what I was doing. And I was on my phone and had to say, I'm talking to somebody at work. And really when I was waiting for the guy to come around the corner with the grill.
And then you really got to play the hero. You're like, it was a ruse all along. And
turns out it's a grill.
The grill pops out of the cake.
Oh.
No, we had it was everybody got there. Everybody who chipped in got there and we had a nice reveal and it was great. And it was
Did
cool
you grill on
together.
it that night?
No, there was no grilling that night, but we have plans.
So if I remember correctly, you go over to Helen's and man the grill.
Sometimes. I sometimes man the grill. I do go over there, yes.
So this is like a gift for yourself, too.
Yes, partially a gift for
For the neighborhood.
For the people who invested its part.
For the people.
Yes.
It's our grill. The people's grill.
You own a share of the grill.
Yes. A
Comrade.
controlling stake.
Controlling stake. We did it. The podcast reached its logical conclusion.
Dumb.
But yeah, it was great. It was fun to be involved.
Thank you for having me, Helen. It was fun to be involved. That's how you said goodnight on the day of.
I'll be back to control the steak.
That made me really happy. I don't need to pay attention to the rest of the show. So mainly partying,
mainly
unveiling
that, selling you the
grills.
PlayStation. Remember if we did that?
Yep.
I came over and we did that whole thing. Saved my copy of PT for future use.
It's the playtest, very scary game.
There is a demo of video game that it doesn't exist anymore, and it's impossible to obtain. And the only way you can have it is if you had it to begin with. So I've kept the copy of this game on a PlayStation.
The only way to have it is if you had it to begin with. Kind of.
If you got it when it first came out. Sorry.
Looper shit.
So
you had to die with it in the future to send it to yourself in the past.
Yes. You know how many times I've had to die in the future to protect this thing. But no. So I've over I think 5 years now. I've managed to maintain.
Ownership.
Oh yeah, ownership of it. And so now I have it backed up on a USB drive, waiting for a day when I might own another PlayStation 4 and want to play this very specific thing.
Can you not load it onto the PS5?
Yeah, could you not?
So
could you not? Have you not seen the Penguin?
I think in the first week it was possible, but then somebody tried and was successful, but then it was removed without their knowledge, and they cracked down on it. So yeah,
why?
It has to be on a PS4.
Why?
Then because Konami's dumb.
All right. It's and for the uninitiated, it is just a short, scary.
It's terrifying
preview of a game. Yeah, it's just a loop.
Few things have viscerally affected me like that has like. It's the horror is real and intense.
The horror is real. Did you say that's what I'm talking about? What'd you say, Corin? No, I thought Corin said that's what I'm talking about. But maybe I misunderstood.
Yeah, you misunderstood. That would have been much cooler. That's what I'm talking about. I love that intense horror.
So, here's a quandary that we find ourselves in.
Okay.
I didn't do a quiz. I didn't ask anyone else to do a quiz either. Corin, do you want to freestyle a quiz about your life?
Oh my God. How about this? Yes, I will. If we take a short break first.
Okay.
And then go straight into the news after the quiz.
Okay.
These are my demands.
Yeah. So what you're saying is the same format as usual.
No, a break before the quiz instead of after the quiz.
Oh, I see.
That's
We did
the
a quiz.
caveat.
Oh.
Yes, this is the famous British movie, A Break Before the Quiz. All right, so you want to take a break now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So we're now on break. Hello. This is Grand National Championships. We have returned. Took a little early break this week. We're just going to see if we could possibly kind of put together some sort of...
Oh boy. It's time for every human's favorite question and answer fun game. I already knew that a long time ago. With your host,
Corin Atchison. That's right.
It's time for Here's Some Dumb Stuff About Me with me, Corin Atchison.
So this is a Corin Atchison quiz.
Yeah.
How many questions are on this quiz?
I'm glad you asked. 16.
Oh,
Wow.
He's making a point. He stepped right up to the line. This far, but no further.
Yeah, 17 is too many.
Gauche.
Some might say it's just enough.
Some might say it's not too many enough. Question 1.
Is this just a ring-in style quiz?
Oh, yeah, I should say.
True, false.
We all get a shot.
You just say your name. And
One shot.
One shot.
Don't miss your chance.
Eminem that shit. What kind of arts did I study in high school and middle school? What type of arts? I went to arts magnet schools in
Jared.
Jared.
Performing arts.
Specifically.
Acting.
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, you were an actor.
I was a thespian.
Hell yeah.
Upon the boards.
You were like Billy Zane in Tombstone. You came storming into town and you're like, here I am, how grand. Was that Billy Zane?
Yeah, that was perfect.
I'm
Spot on
fancy
Zane.
man.
I am the fancy man.
You were like Robin Williams
I was
in the
very
street.
popular.
Billy Zane in the sheets.
Sure. What was the name of the elementary school that I went to? That consisted of 60 kids total, and it was very hippy-dippy.
Jared.
Sunflower.
Correct.
Damn, Jared is killing this corn quiz. Sunflower. The Sunflower Academy, right?
No, Sunflower School.
Oh, academies are for the bourgeois, plastic corporate world, right?
Yeah, we spent most of our time playing in a park. And not reading or doing math.
Which I still sadly don't know to this day.
Yeah. Just faked it. Who can spell and say my whole name in the correct order?
Alistair.
Sounds like a trick.
All
It is.
C-O-R-N. Corin.
So we'll say that one more time?
C-O-R-N. C-O-R-I-N. Shanti, S-H-A-N-T-I.
Uh-huh.
Francis, F-R-A-N-C-I-S.
Uh-huh.
LaPointe hyphen Atchison, which is capital L-A, uppercase P-O-I-N-T-E hyphen capital A-I-T-C-H-I-S-O-N.
Holy shit, he did it.
Oof, bang. That was the most
didn't even know
boring
you
thing
had
that's
that
ever
many.
happened on
I'm
this
sure
show.
about Shanti.
I only know it because it was on a poster at WMNF and Corin has pointed it out. Not while I was with him because inside a bathroom. But he has come out and said, one of my middle names is on that poster in the bathroom. Find it.
Again, Billy Zane. Fancy man is here. Okay, Alistair got that one.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I'll write down my point. Jared leads 2-1. Jotham doesn't know anything about Corin. This is all new to him.
I know.
Yeah, I
I'm
just
sorry.
found out how many names you have.
A bunch,
It's
right?
insane. Too many.
Yeah.
What is the only comic book tattoo I have?
Alistair.
Alistair.
It's got to be Spider-Man, right?
No.
Jared.
Oh.
Hellboy.
Correct. Yeah, no spider. I mean, I've had a plan for a Spider-Man tattoo for years.
Got a spider plan.
I got a spider plan. But Renee Blood Monet, we worked together on a Hellboy tattoo on my leg.
Renee Little out of
Correct.
Oklahoma City.
Yeah, she's in Oklahoma now.
She's in Oklahoma now.
She's in Oklahoma. Okay. How many years did I spend in my undergrad in college?
Alistair.
Alistair.
I'll say 6 years.
That's correct.
Damn, I was gonna say 6 years.
Well, if you had, you would be tied with me with 1 point. But I have 2 now, and Jared has 3. He's whooping our ass. Our collective ass, Jotham.
Yeah, you guys work together.
When Jared's winning, we're working together until I trip Jotham and leave him for the zombies.
Tell Jared to get him.
Yeah. That's why we shouldn't have all become Sith Lords at the same time. This is fucked up.
True. Mad awkward.
That's what killing your friends is awkward.
With some kind of choke pinch. Sorry. I was doing a choke pinch.
Is that like Darth Vader mixed with UCB?
That's not UCB. That's Kids in the Hall.
Sorry, Kids in the Hall. Damn.
Yeah. You were trying to act 10 years younger.
Thought he was a thespian.
You didn't even know
that wasn't very grand of you, Corin. And dice.
Okay. How many degrees do I have, and in what?
Alistair?
Oh, come on.
Alistair.
You have... Oh, fuck. All right, you have a Bachelor of the Arts. You have a Master of the Arts.
Correct.
And a Juris Doctor. What is it called?
Correct.
Is that it?
That's it, yeah.
Oh.
I mean, but what are they? The first two, I mean, a JD is nothing. You don't get a type of Juris Doctorate. But I meant, like, what did I study?
Was it English or something equally inapplicable to the real world?
Correct. That was the undergrad. And then the master's was mass communications. Correct. What was the first professional music gig I had?
Alistair.
Alistair.
You played guitar with Nelson at the wharf.
Correct.
Man, I just blew by Jared in this quiz.
I was gonna say it wasn't the Hootie. It wasn't the time you played with
Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah,
Darius Rucker.
Darius Rucker.
Daryl. Daryl Rucker is like the knockoff Darius Rucker. When you can't afford Darius.
I was gonna say Daryl Rucker rolls off the tongue a lot easier than Darius Rucker. Daryl Rucker. Maybe
Yeah, he should change his name.
If memory serves, wasn't Darius Rucker kind of like a jerk or something, or was he like completely dismissive of you or something? You had some weird
totally.
interaction.
I mean,
wasn't? I thought it all went really well. He came out to a restaurant that you were playing music at.
No. So this is a very complicated story. Nelson's uncle or some shit, like they owned Janice Landing, and was a friend of the family, a very close friend of their family. And the back what was the bar behind Janice Landing?
At one point it was called Gold Star.
Gold Star. It was Gold Star then. So Hootie was playing Janice, and they were having an after party at Gold Star, and this guy knew that Nelson and I played music together and hired us to be the entertainment.
Say the opening act. We were the opening act for Hootie.
No, we were the closing after party act that bothered everybody because they were just trying to have a party and they had already seen live music, and those people, the band was at the party.
They saw like real professionals playing music.
Right. Not two drunk kids just having a good time. So Hootie came up and like played a song with us, and like patted us on the shoulder. I don't know, a Hootie song.
Hold my hand.
Hold my guitar. Let me hold your guitar. And then we took pictures together. It was fine.
Do you still have those pictures?
Of course. My mother has them framed.
Nice.
Nice.
Corin and Hootie. By the way, I'm now winning 4-3.
Period.
And Jotham.
Don't say my name. Don't say my name.
I was just gonna say, like, there's like, how on earth is Jotham supposed to respond to, like, who did I play guitar with at the war?
Yeah.
Sorry, bud.
I'm gonna get one though.
Yeah, you
Okay. Let's see.
Be some program stuff in there.
That one's stupid.
Do you have any that don't involve knowing you for the past 20-something years?
Anything from your most recent albums, Corin?
You can guess
anything about your seed.
How many milliliters?
Oh, Alistair.
No.
3.7.
He's right.
Wait, was that a question?
We discussed it during the break. Emphasis on discussed.
Oh man. What was the only
I gave
piercing
myself
I
a point
had?
for that, by the way.
You should. That's
So-
good.
sorry, what'd you
Good
say?
recall. What's the only piercing I've ever had? Jotham. Just take a guess.
Oh, no.
Just a wild guess.
Lip.
No. Close though.
Got to be the brow.
Nose.
No.
Jared, tongue.
Yes.
Mm.
At age 16.
What'd you say, Corin?
At age 16, I got my tongue
It's
pierced.
illegal.
It was
did
illegal.
Whoever did it.
I won't say the name of the shop, but it was sketchy as fuck. Dude, we had to go in there after hours, and it was me and another 17-year-old girl who was getting her nipples pierced. And the dude, when he was doing my piercing, was like, "Here, you hold this," and I had to hold the clamp while he was doing the piercing.
You're a participant.
You pay him $40 cash, and you're good.
And then you're done, and you don't say the name of
Here's some
it.
Listerine and don't wipe any cake on it.
Don't let it sit on there for a week.
For sure.
Okay, so I'm winning 5-4.
Yeah.
5-4.
How many times have I been arrested?
Alistair.
Jotham.
Jotham.
Jotham, go.
2.
No. Alistair, go ahead.
We're gonna say 2.
I was going to say 2. I thought
no.
maybe it's 1, but 2 sounds more likely. Maybe it's way more. Maybe
I'm going to say
Jared.
1.
Jared's correct. It's only one time.
Jared just tied it up.
It wasn't how many times should I have been arrested?
For your crimes.
Yeah, my many crimes. Name one nickname I've ever had.
Core bear.
No. I mean, maybe. Maybe you call me that. You can
I
give
do
yourself
now.
a point. There you go.
All right, yeah, put it on the board.
Corbear.
I'm trying
Great.
to think of any real ones. I don't think I've ever heard anyone call you anything except your name. I've never heard anyone call you outside your name, as the saying goes.
I mean, I've heard, people say Shanti jokingly.
Yeah. It's more of an insult than a nickname.
Alistair called you corn earlier.
He did spell corn, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes people call him COR''N, and you can just barely hear the difference. So does that count as a nickname? Nickname?
Some people have called me Corey as a nickname, even though it's the same amount of syllables, which doesn't make any sense to me.
A nickname isn't necessarily short for the name. It's just different for the name.
I think it's dumb.
Okay.
Moving on.
So what were the answers?
None.
I just said one.
Oh, Corey. Oh, okay.
That was one. I mean, there was a dude in high school who used to call me C1,
C1.
but I don't know if that.
Like the vertebrae?
Now, was that when you played street basketball all the time?
Yeah. That was I was the thespian baller. That's what they called me.
Shot
Yeah.
caller.
Yeah, I would play in my Shakespeare collar. Oh, damn it! You just said collar. Yeah.
Thespian
Shot
baller.
caller is the thespian. That's his thespian basketball name.
Yep, because he would always wear his Shakespeare garb. Okay, so Jared and myself are tied with 5, and Jotham has 1.
Yes. What was my first job?
Was it in a restaurant?
No.
Was it at the library? Seemed like someone who would work at a library. right?
Nerd. No. Do you remember the Crossroads?
Oh, where Robert Johnson sold his soul to the devil. You worked there? Did you do concessions?
Jared.
Movie theater.
Movie
AMC.
theater. AMC.
Oh,
First job.
He even gave the cinema line, yeah.
That's right.
AMC Crossroads, RIP.
Yeah, I worked
AMC,
there and the mall.
Crossroads, RIP. Yo, is that some New Jack Swing?
AMC Crossroads.
What profession did I do the longest?
What profession have you done the
Jotham.
longest?
Jotham.
Server.
Correct. It's coming out of nowhere.
He hopped right on that. He knew exactly. We must be getting close because we've awarded 13 points. I don't know if there were.
There's only two more. Before
I'm trying to figure some stuff out, Corin. Let it happen.
You don't have to.
Okay.
No need for that. What?
Trust the plan.
Before I got sober, what was the heaviest I ever weighed?
Jotham. 230.
Oof, no.
120.
Yeah. I
Close.
130?
Yes. 130.
Wait, I thought you said heaviest.
That was it.
Yeah.
Before he was sober.
Before he was sober, he was
I see.
a scrawny little man.
I just guessed the heaviest I was before I got sober, which was 230.
I don't think I deserve that point.
Corin was lithe.
Slender as a willow reed, I often said.
It helped. It was all the basketballing I was doing.
C1 taking it to the hole with his cape on.
Cervical vertebrae 1.
Something from the Phil Hendry show. Barnabas Collins. Like, sometimes I like to take it to the hole with my cape on. Talk about wearing all his goth garb, including a cape, while he was playing street ball. Yeah, I encourage you to check it out. A random episode of the Phil Hendry show from like 15, 20 years ago.
Good luck.
Look it up.
It's worth it.
That's it. I mean, there's one more question. How long have I been sober? But that's...
Alistair. 7 years. Wait.
No.
Oh, no.
Jotham.
12 years. 8
Jotham.
years.
11.
Yep. Jotham just jumping on that shit.
I told you there'd be some program stuff in here that Jotham really clean up on.
Oh, that's what you meant. I thought you meant like WMNF program. I don't know.
No, man.
Fuck.
Talk about that other shit. Talk about that secret Fight Club shit.
We're linked up.
The cult.
What?
The cult.
Oh, yeah. Ian Astbury. She sells Sanctuary. I'm with it.
Love that shit.
So the winner tonight, Jared.
Thank you.
Jared takes it 6-5-3. Jotham firing ahead in the second half of that quiz, proving that he is worthy of mixing up names. Corin's friendship.
Hey,
Yes.
It's good to be back on top. It's been a long time since I've had a dub, so I'm here for it. Let's go.
Well, me too. I think it's about time we... Jared,
for the listener, Alistair just ran into his camera.
Well, it seemed like I ran into my camera. What I did is I slammed my hand into the platform that the camera's holding, so it probably gave an even more hilarious impression of me hitting the camera than if I had really done it. So sorry about that, camera. Jared, would you start off the news for us?
Yes, when Southern California's theme parks reopen as early as April, it could be with one very significant and silent difference: no screaming on rides. The California Attraction and Parks Association, a trade group which represents theme parks statewide, is backing a plan that would tamp down on shouting on rides, such as roller coasters, in an effort to help prevent the spread of coronavirus.
So they're stamping out fear. This is a joke. This is a joke that you're reading.
No, this is a real thing.
How are you not going to scream on a roller coaster? How are they going to enforce that?
California's reopening guideline calls for business to limit activities that can spread the virus, such as singing and shouting. So yeah, that means Disneyland, Universal Studios, Six Flags, Knott's Berry Farm. They're
even
gonna
if
ask
you're
people to keep it down on the roller coaster.
What if you're praising his name? Did you think about that, Jared?
What if you're overtaken by the spirit?
Yeah. What if it's in tongues?
And I guess you get a pass.
Oh. Ooh, goo, goo, gaga.
I got a news story about that too.
Tongues?
No, Jesus on a roller coaster.
Spirit.
But this okay. What news source are you getting this?
This is from a Fox affiliate out of Las Vegas, KVVU TV.
So are they saying? What are they saying?
They're saying that they are opening the park. They want to stop spreading coronavirus, so they've opened the parks, but they don't want you to open your mouth while you're on the rides at the park to reduce the spread while you're at the park with all the people.
Are you supposed to wear
screaming
masks?
and being on a roller coaster goes hand in hand.
Yes, that's
true. It's like pools and cannolis.
Wait a second. That brings a whole new twist to this story. I never thought about how much people scream on roller coasters.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
how
thanks,
people,
Joseph.
So if people imagine a world where nobody screams on a roller coaster when you go to a theme park and all you hear is the sound of the roller coasters.
Yeah.
And all these lifeless faces.
Just all the people just... Well, I guess you'd be masked.
Yeah.
Was that a pretty good impression of riding a roller coaster?
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah.
Silent coaster impression? Yeah, that's great.
Okay, that seems silly.
And terrifying, you're right.
But yeah, so...
I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't even know how to respond to this. And it does. So
and
they're just asking
enforce
people.
it? How could they possibly
Were they
enforce
gonna
it?
kick you out?
Was some teenager going to give you a citation when they let you off the ride?
I'd love to see a punk try it. So yeah, are they gonna, like Jotham implied, are they gonna stop the roller coaster halfway through? Like, you,
one person opens their mouth.
Yeah.
I'm turning this roller coaster around and we're going back to the platform. 5B, you ruined it for everyone. I'm glad we started numbering these seats.
Oh wait, hold on. This is great. Face covering usage and/or modifications to seat loading patterns will be required on amusement park rides to mitigate the effects of shouting. Kappa, the organization, wrote in its responsible opening plan. Additionally, on rides, guests generally face in one direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, what a keen insight. We finished our study, sir. I have a full report for you.
People usually sit facing the front.
Oh. Well, that's pretty interesting news. Jotham, what's in the news?
Over there.
Pastor who heals people by farting on their faces claims he farts the Holy Spirit.
Stop it.
That's what you're saying.
Well,
that's
there's a guy, yeah. The pastor goes by the name of Chris Penelope. He's a self-proclaimed man of God. And he was photographed sitting on his church member's face and allegedly farting on them. The pastor claims to heal people by farting on their heads and nostrils in order to release the Holy Spirit to the members.
Heads and nostrils.
And I gotta say, this is poorly written. This is poorly written.
That was one of the videos we watched.
Nostril farting?
What? Yeah.
He states that the farts are anointed and instantly perform miracles. Earlier this year, it was reported that dozens of businesses people, that's how it's written, businesses people were all over the church patiently waiting to receive the holy fart. It says Holly.
Is this translated from another
instead
language?
Instead of holy. No. Holy fart on their mouths so it could help their businesses proper and hopefully become rich.
Prosper.
It says proper.
Yeah. It sounds like this publication has a lot of problems.
I don't know. Normally, Lipstick Alley is very good. LipstickAlley.com.
Well, that's another interesting story. This one seems a little bit more plausible than not screaming on the roller coaster. All right, there he is.
It's so casual.
A picture someone casually.
I want to know, did he have to eat something special to save up all these farts?
Like what? Like a little gummy bear?
Yeah, what's his pregame? What's his pregame? Yeah, a little nitro? Well, I'd be more like satanic. He'd be farting
yeah,
up the
that's
fire.
when he wants to commit people to the underworld.
A lot of farting talk.
Yeah, that picture looked
real
way
blue this
casual
week.
and smiley. Like you'd figure like there'd be a little bit more like
Somber
ceremony or pomp and circumstance.
No, he's just farting on people.
He looked pretty good doing it too. He's got a really nice style.
Yeah,
The drip.
Never mind.
Yeah, come on, man. Corin, tell us all about your news.
Okay. Old faithful robot news. Meet the Oregon robot that could change package delivery as we know it. Agility Robotics in Albany, Oregon has sold its first 2 bipedal robots to Ford as it tests an autonomous vehicle fleet. Other robots will be used in warehouses. Agility Robotics, a small company of 42 employees in Albany, Oregon, makes bipedal robots with arms and legs and is sold to Ford Motor Company. It's just the beginning for the implications of how robots like these will be used. And I've sent this story to Alistair. It's got a little video component. I think the first 40 seconds of the video are just spot on.
So we should listen to this first 40 seconds.
Yeah, correct.
The first time you see it, you focus on the movements, the bird-like legs, the humanness, but also the machinery of it. Digit, as this newest version is named, has become somewhat of a regular sight around Albany.
For these robots to sort of be part of society and, be the sort of thing that you want to have around you, you need to feel comfortable with it outside of your peripheral vision. It has to be completely safe, and it has to feel completely safe.
Jonathan Hurst has a PhD.
Well, it's a little green robot that kind of has a posture as though it's always kind of falling forward, and it's got and wearing kind of like some high heels,
but it has backwards knees.
Yeah, backwards knees.
And if you don't maintain eye contact with it at all times, it considers you prey.
And there's a guy following it around, remote controlling it. So this is not a proper robot. This is just as far as I'm concerned, this is a toy. Ooh. I want a robot that thinks for itself, that an independent robot that doesn't need no man with remote control. And it did show it walking down the street in Albany, like passing people who were, I guess, for the most part, like pretty chill with it, even though like obviously it could destroy them in a split second if Mr. Remote Control decided to flick his thumbs one way or the other.
Yeah, that was the best part of it for me, is that they are just training people to not freak out when they see their robot around in their peripheral vision.
Right. If you see one streaking towards you at 65 miles an hour, cheetah-like, dropping onto four legs, just don't. Yeah, still got it.
It also says that things are significantly ramping up for this company because of our insatiable demand for online shopping. So essentially, we are the fuel for the robot industry.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Until they transfer to like ground up people.
Until we are the literal fuel for the robots.
Yeah. Robot fuel.
And and then we'll be able to power them delivering luxurious items to higher ranking
electric
robots.
vehicle charging stations out and about.
We will be taken out of the
charging
equation
that new
completely
EV
as consumers.
At home. Well, a new pilot program run by Portland General Electric is making it a lot easier.
This is
I can hear
my
residential
my computer is doing things.
Program. As long as you are a customer, you own or lease an EV.
Infect your computer with some shit.
I was trying to get to the fact that Digit costs $250,000. Yeah, $250,000, which is a small price to pay. but is also, I was going to reference the iRobot discussion that we had
years ago,
20 years ago, when Jared and Alistair and I and my sister's then boyfriend.
That was 16 years ago. I believe that was in 2005. Yeah, because we lived in Pinellas Park. Was that Cedar Point? Wait, no. Did we wait? Cedar Point? Did we?
Yeah, it was in Pinellas Park.
I was going to say, or is that the name of a roller coaster theme park? I think I mixed that up. Remember when we lived at? I think the street was called Six Flags.
We all watched iRobot, and
we were all partaking in some
discussion about
how much does an iRobot cost?
Like, how do you figure? And we're all kind of like talking. And
then
was his name Chris? Was it
Craig?
Was sat silently pretty much the whole time while everybody was joking, talking about it,
laughing.
and joking and talking, and then very earnestly just like I said about $300,000 probably.
But the thing is, anytime there's a news story that quantifies the cost of one of these robots, it always ends up being like pretty accurate to what he thought.
That motherfucker was right. Yeah. We've made fun of him for years
ago. He was right.
Damn.
Imagine the robot that you could get for $300,000 in 2005 money.
Whoa.
Unreal.
That's the news.
Okay. Did you hear the other one trailing off before that?
Yes.
Well, we're doing that thing that we do on occasion when we collectively are late publishing the previous week's podcast. We're not going to add anything new to the Spotify playlist this week because it's only just now going up. I haven't changed it yet. So, Jotham, just like a couple weeks ago, be sure not to delete whatever was supposed to go on for last week, because I have not put it there yet. Make sure that's still up top, my brother.
I'm going to delete 2 weeks ago tonight.
Oh, awesome. So yeah, if everything is up to date, tonight I'll try and get the proper Spotify up there. Words like tonight don't really mean anything to the listener. So
mine will be gone because I deleted my old one.
Well, what about our playlist for this week? Could you put it back? Corin, put it back. And this is I'm talking to him like a small child.
I think so.
Or maybe a dog. Drop it, Corin. So what are you going to do?
I'll work on it.
Okay.
It's going to be great.
Cool. Guys, look forward to that. Well, you can always check last week's. I could check last week and just recreate it. Shouldn't have said that I could do that. Now it makes it seem like it would be pretty easy for me to do it.
It's fine.
Just say I'm busy.
I'm busy. It's fine.
Busy. It's fine.
So, well, guys, I think that is going to do it for the program this week.
Yeah. Right. I think so. Okay. I would like to say before we go, one last thing.
Go ahead, Corin.
Yeah, I just think that people should like, subscribe, rate, and rate.
All right,
review
Jotham, what do you think they should do, Jotham?
Keep on trucking.
And Jared, do you have any words for the people?
Share the show with other people.
So for Jared McLeod and Corin Shanti Francis LaPointe Atchison, spell it, I dare you. And Jotham Fady, spell it, I dare you. My name's Alistair St. Hill. Everyone have a great day, month, week, your month,
week,
day, your week, your month, or even your year.
Thank you.